Well, we're going to have the author on in a second here. His name's Jim O'Connor, and we want to take this very seriously, Mark, because I, along with the rest of the guys around here, we do believe that there's too much cursing going on in society today, and there's another way to handle that by using some of these replacement words. Jim O'Connor taught us that instead of saying the S word, you say shoot. Instead of saying effed up, you say bungled, right?
Yeah, very clever.
Was it bungled? I forgot already. Bungled.
Yes.
And balderdash instead of the BS, and gargoyle instead of a-hole.
I want to ask him why. Like, what's the purpose of this?
Yeah, this is a very, very important
to be
topic.
More polite kind of a thing.
Well, let's say hi to Jim O'Connor joining our show today. Jim?
Yeah.
Mr. O'Connor, if you will, how are you?
I'm just fine. How you doing?
Welcome aboard, Jim.
Thanks for calling our show. So your book got our attention today.
Yeah, well, yeah, it amuses people, for one thing.
You actually came down to New York, and you were in the subways kind of like giving people a lesson on cursing?
Well, I was just down there trying to get an example of what causes all the cursing. It's pretty hectic down there.
Pretty hectic indeed, my friend.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And so what actually is the purpose of replacing these curse words with the words that you suggest?
Well, it's not really so much replacing the words, it's learning to cope with the situation, because when you get angry and swear, it doesn't really accomplish much. So if you use other words that are...
Well, Jim, a lot of people would disagree with you. I think it accomplishes a lot. It gets a little stress out. Makes you feel a little better inside that you could actually react to the situation.
It does. It's sort of a defensive thing. It's your ego is hurt when someone bumps into you and you don't swear back, but I think it adds more stress to the whole environment, because if you're someone else and you hear two people yelling and swearing at each other, it adds to your stress. And you just deal with it and accept, the guy didn't intend to bump into me. He was just in a hurry, and this happens. It's chaotic, and then this goes on.
Well, and you've suggested replacement words. The first one for the S word,
yeah,
saying shoot in New York City, that could get you in a lot of trouble. Well,
good gosh.
I wasn't sure you had a sense of humor. I was a little worried to use that type of, material on you, Mr. O'Connor.
That's right.
All right, thank you.
Okay. It's just a question of two things. Civility, we need a little more manners.
Yeah, we do, I think. I think this city, we're very impersonal, and I don't think people really take into consideration other people's feelings. So to hear people cursing like that, I believe, I've always thought it rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of these suggestions for replacement words, I think gets the point across. But like you said, civility.
Yeah, it is, and I'm not totally opposed to swearing. I mean, it happens. It's part of our language. It's one way we communicate, but it really doesn't do that much good. You can get by without doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once in a while, someone makes you mad or you get impatient, it just flies out of your mouth. But
I know you have shoot for the S word, bungled instead of the F word.
Yeah.
Or effed up. It should be bungled.
Well, the whole point is like another one is that's a bunch of balderdash, or that's hogwash, or that's
hogwash. Yeah.
Hogwash nonsense, rubbish.
These are some of the classics.
Jim, we started talking about this about 15, 20 minutes ago when it was brought to our attention. That's why we had to search you out. The phones are lit, my friend.
Is that right?
Yes, let's say hi to Steve from Yellowstone.
Hello?
Steve.
Hello, is this Mr. O'Connor?
Yes.
Hi, how are you? I'm really enjoying the discussion.
Good.
I find that there's far too much profanity used in daily life. But I was wondering, like, a lot of my friends will curse because they try to, like, navigate my website, and they can't because it's so poorly done. What do I do if I have
Change your website.
a lot of friends cursing?
They're cursing on, how are they cursing on your website?
But no, I mean, like...
Steve, what do you mean? Yeah.
In general, they're cursing, and it's very difficult.
Are they on the phone with you? Or are they?
Yes.
Curse words?
Steve,
I ask my friends not to use that type of language around me because they're going to laugh at me.
Oh, okay.
They're going to laugh at you?
Yeah, or just think I would be disrespectful. I don't know what to do.
Well, just ask them to be a little more polite if they go.
Moon! Hogwash is what Jim does in the tub after he abuses the gargoyle of a fat girl. Ramon! Jim O'Connor's mother started a video called 2 Girls, 1 Cup of Bolshevik. Ramon! The next time he's on the subway, he should be given a lesson by Bernhard Goetz.
Well, he's a very upset man.
Oh my goodness, sir, Jim. I apologize. A lot of times we get callers like that. You know,
He's a very unhappy person.
Yeah. Well,
Going for the laughs, of course. He's going for the laughs, but
yeah, I think he was.
yeah. I'm sorry about that. There was something else I wanted to ask you about this cussing. You got a book or something there, Jim?
yeah, Cuss Control. It's a complete book on how to curb your cursing.
Okay.
Not how to stop, but how to curb it, how to control it, how to be more civilized. Yeah, see, the thing is, when you allow yourself to get upset, you just you think it feels good.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that much. It's better just to deal with stuff the best you can. You can't do it all the time.
All right, let's take another phone call. We got Paul from Tottsville. Paul.
Hello?
Hi, Paul. You're on with Jim O'Connor.
Yeah, I'm a teacher. I teach grade school, and it's so difficult to get the kids to talk right. I mean, when you mention that to them, they start to think you're like an old fuddy duddy.
Yeah, well,
it's very difficult to ask them.
I'm sure it is. The kids are growing up in a cursing culture. They're probably even hearing it from their parents.
What do you do to keep them from doing that and to keep them from tattling and things like that?
Well, you say, well, did you...
Ramon! Jim O'Connor is a balder douche! Ramon! I'd like to kick this fruit right in the clump! Jim O'Connor has to be taken to the emergency room to have a trophy removed from his gargoyle!
I can't understand what you're saying.
After a date, Jim O'Connor has a load of shoot on his clutch.
The same joke twice just doesn't work, guys.
Ramon! Jim O'Connor should bungle his mother in the gargoyle.
You know, when you yell like that, he can't even understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I know.
That's the same joke twice.
I know.
You guys got to be more original.
Same guy. I apologize. Sometimes they get through twice like that through the screener using a different voice.
I think using a
Mr. O'Connor.
Yeah, well,
I think from the other side of the studio.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Well, it kind of ruined the whole experience,
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
whole vibe. All right.
But as long as you guys are having fun, you know. Sometimes swearing is fun, sometimes it's funny.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah, you know, the worst is when you swear at somebody and that's what he's doing, so that's kind of crude, but...
Yeah, that is.
Your lips to God's ears.
Wait, he was cursing on you, you think?
It was hard to tell. The sound was very bad, but yes, I have a hunch that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
That would be...
What do you think?
No, because we're not allowed to have curses on the radio. So
I hope you didn't. I didn't hear any. Hope it didn't go through.
You probably don't have very many listeners, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't? Yeah.
Well, way to hurt feelings.
Why are you taking it out on us? Because the phone screener didn't know what he was doing.
Somehow I get the feeling it's an in-studio call.
Really?
How's that possible?
Well, you know, I've been on the radio before. I know how it works.
Really?
Yeah, like I say, you got to be original.
Do you cunt?
Good one. Good alternative. I got to get to work. Thanks for calling.
I bet you do.
I hope a man comes and removes your hat.
Hope you get a mouthful of potato flakes at work, you silly goose.
God almighty. So long, gargoyle. And this stupid replacement words.
And then he's got to say that we don't have listeners.
Right.
Exactly, really.
Jesus.
Because guys, that's not working. Same joke twice. Trust me, it worked perfectly.
Of course it did.
Perfectly well for the faithful listeners.
Yeah, I thought those were 2 home runs, Jimbo. We have to agree to disagree on that one. Take your euphemisms and hang yourself. Schmuck. A bunch of Boulder Dash. Is it?
Boulder Dash. Shut up.
Idiot.
Bringing his mother into it. Our gargoyle should be Do you think he hung the phone up and just like started going off, saying those effing a-holes?
Oh, of course he did.
Yeah.
No, he probably didn't curse.
I'm thinking he was probably cursing.
No.
Those hash browns. Dork.
Amazing.
Very good.
Cuss control.
That was a good. That was a good call.
Yeah, I like
good
that.
interview.
What a great book that's going to be.
Yeah.
180 sheets of toilet paper. What a tool.